Okay, so Terminus episode 1. I realise that this episode isn't exactly indicative of the story as a whole, but as an episode on its own, it's really quite strong. It doesn't feel like any other mid-80s story, I don't think. Immediately, it feels more sort of like a hard science fiction tale, and it's kind of leaning more on atmosphere than sort of dialogue. Um, yeah, I like the whole idea of something invading the TARDIS like that is a really great horror idea, and executed with a fair amount of panache, I have to say. Um, and I really like the scene between Tegan and Turlo right at the beginning. It is unusual to have a well written. There are lots of dialogue scenes between companions in this era, but it's unusual to have a well written one like this. And they spark off each other really well, and you can actually see how Nyssa, as soon as these two are together, Nyssa is automatically almost the third wheel and has to go, because these two on their own are really interesting. And it's a shame actually that Tegan and Toto didn't have more development of this nature. There's a scene later on in this story where Turlo asks Tegan if she could ever kill anybody. And again, it's brilliantly written and really well acted. So I wish there had been a bit more than that. A bit more of that. I have to say, the spacesuits aesthetic, the enormous golf ball, the globe helmets with the crazy Bonnie Tyler hair, ultra cam Barbarella style spacesuits are amazing. Just pure 1980s, and the makeup as well. It's fabulous. Turlo rips the heart out of the TARDIS. It's fairly lackluster compared to the heart of the TARDIS in the new series, but it's still a big, bold idea. Like, there's some big ideas in this straight away, and I know there's far more to come. Stephen Gallagher's pedigree is stamped all over this. It's got a fantastic cliffhanger as well. Tegan being groped by those horrible lepers, and them all coming out, surrounding them like the Walking Dead, and the fella who very melodramatically screams, "We're on a leper ship! We're all gonna die!" It's bold, it's dramatic, it does work. I think it's very effective. And I do think there are some faults with the direction in this story, but most of the direction of episode 1, which is kind of disquieting and full of atmosphere, Mary Ridge does really, really well. There are some great sequences. And Terminus does contain one of my favourite line readings of all time in Doctor Who. Are you ready?
Advance party to Raider. Come in, Raider. Come in.
Priceless.